Dímelo mi gente, what up? It's your boy Gus from GusVillaJewelry, back with another Q&A Fridays. You guys know the drill. Here I answer your burning hot questions about jewelry. As always, I put up a post on Instagram. We are answering questions from the YouTube comments as well. If you have something, drop it down below and you might see it in next week's episode. Today's episode is jam-packed. We got questions like how I should store my jewelry. My jewelry is constantly getting scratches, plus how to spot a fake Rolex. All that and more in today's episode. As always, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, like it. You guys know the drill. And of course, if you are interested in purchasing a watch or a Cuban link chain or a custom piece, visit GusVillaJewelry.com. Without further ado, hit me with that intro music. Question number one comes from HV Johnny 223. He wants to know, how do I store my jewelry to prevent damage? Everyone that I know gets home from a night at the club and does this with their chain. They scrunch it up, throw it around, they throw it at the bed. Who cares, right? No one cares. Life is a joke. I got so much money, I just throw it all away. No, don't do it. There's two proper ways to grab your chain or any sort of jewelry and properly take care of it. This is what you do. Go on Amazon, you buy one of these little heads called a jewelry display. There may be about 12 to 13 bucks. When you get home, grab your chain, take it off and hang it on a display. If it's a bracelet, there are also displays that are specifically for bracelets. If you don't have that, you don't want to spend that money, that's okay. Grab a jewelry rack, put it anywhere that you're going to store your stuff, put it on some sort of felt. Never leave it on one of these cabinets unprotected. Same thing goes for a watch. Leave it in a watch roll as well. Do not scrunch it up. Do not throw it everywhere. You are going to scratch your pieces and they're going to look ugly. Now, some people like that vintage look. Some people like to look like they just went through the Amazon. I don't. I want my shit to be bright. I want it to look nice. I don't have to polish it all the time. Buy one of these things. They're 15 bucks, or buy some sort of nice material, some sort of felt, a towel, and lay it flat. That is how you store your jewelry and maximize how long it's going to last you. This is your money. Why would you just throw it away? Make your shit last. Anyways, question number two. Question number two comes from the YouTube comments. It's Hashim Graham wants to know, what size and carat would you recommend to a first-time buyer of a Miami Cuban link chain? I think you should get an 8mm chain, or maybe even a 10mm chain if your budget has it. Why, Gus? Because 5mm chains are a little bit too. They're a little too thin. It's better to have a little bit more weight on you if you can afford it, because you won't have to upgrade it so much within the first year or two. Because here's what happens. A lot of people go out there and they get that 5 or 6mm chain because it's their first one. And I get it, but I can't tell you how many times people come after me and say, Gus, I want to upgrade my 6mm to a 7. Or I want to upgrade it over to an 8, maybe even a 10. They get kind of bored of the smaller chains. They want a little bit more oomph. So my recommendation, go with an 8mm. It's the perfect size. It's going to be a nice weight around your neck, and if your budget stretches a little bit more, get that 10mm. That's what I'm wearing right now. 10mm, 24 and 14 karat. It's a beautiful size, beautiful weight. It's a nice feel around the neck, and I can wear it in many occasions, whether I want to dress up or I want to dress down. But if you don't have the budget for it, go with the 8mm. Can't go wrong. Next question. Question number 4 comes from Rowdy Rider. He wants to know, how do you spot a fake Rolex? There are several ways to spot a fake Rolex. And what I don't want people to get the misconception that there is a blueprint on how to do it. Because nowadays, these Turkish and Chinese manufacturers that are replicating Rolexes are getting very, very good. Before, you can easily spot them. But nowadays, they're getting almost down to a T with the authentic Rolex watch. I'm talking about etchings, weight, feel, color on the bezel. But ultimately, there are a couple of things you want to check for. Number one, and the biggest giveaway, is the weight. Usually you can feel the weight of a Rolex, how it's supposed to feel with the proper movement. That tends to be something that you can feel immediately. Number two, there's small little intricacies. For instance, the serial number on the newer ones that's inside the actual bezel between the crystal and the dial itself. There are other things like color of the bezel itself. Say, for instance, the ceramic, and it's not necessarily so black the way it's supposed to be. Also, the finish that they put on them is very, very lazy. Real Rolexes are all handmade and they are beautiful in the finish. You can begin to look at the lettering, whether it has a 300 meters, the crown itself. Then you could even look at the little etching. There's an etching that Rolex does that's so light that you have to look at it through a loop. And that's one that a lot of them get wrong. It's just the small little details in a fake one and a real one. I've seen some super clones and I've held them in my hand that even I have to really intensely focus on the differences between the two because they are so ridiculously good, and it'll take a trained eye to be able to even tell the difference. If you're absolutely sure that this is real, but you want to be able to go to sleep at night, the surefire way, of course, is just open the case back. You're going to be able to see the movement inside, see if all the parts are correct, the jewels are the right colors. There are a lot of things that you could do, but here is the kicker. You could just take it to a watch expert and let them figure it out for you and trust that their opinion is going to be the correct one. Now, make sure that you go to the right person. Trust the person that you're going to go to and ask them for that help. I authenticate Rolexes all the time. I can tell if it's real or not. However, if you're not in Miami, you just can't come to downtown and look out for me. Ask someone in your city and just be sure of it, because there are some Rolex fakes out there that look so good. There are some ones that use genuine parts. I do open up the case back just to be 100% sure, because I can't go to sleep knowing that I authenticated a Rolex that wasn't 100% true. So the surefire way, open up the case back, remove that movement, and you can see for sure. Great question. Let's go to the next one. Question number 4 comes from Razzle Dazzle 234. He wants to know, what should I look for in a vendor before buying my first Cuban link chain? I can't tell you how excellent question that is. Why? Because I'm going to do a little shameful plug on myself. There are 3 things that you want to look for in any potential Cuban link manufacturer. Number 1, and the biggest one, is the quality. Either go down to their store and check it out and look for it your own self. I have a ultimate buyer's guide of a Miami Cuban link chain. So when you go down there, you get to know and look for these specific things. Check out that video before you go down to the store. Say for instance, you can't go to the store, then check their online reviews. If they don't have any online reviews and you can't go physically down there to look for them, it's pretty much a coin flip, because you don't really know if their quality is going to be that good. But number 1, quality is what you're going to want to go for. I know I'm flicking you off and it's a double meaning. I kind of am. But let's go to number 2, the price point. Price point is going to dictate whether that quality is worth it or not. There's 2 tiers. People that sell it for really cheap, and there are people that sell it for a little bit more money. The people that sell it for a little bit more money, they're usually in-house, they usually have better quality because they pump out less numbers and they care about that, and therefore they're going to be compensated for their time. I happen to be one of those guys. I am not the cheapest. Second tier are the cheap guys. They're going to sell you, oh, this is the cheapest per gram in the city. I got the best prices. They're pumping out a lot of volume, and chances are their quality is probably not going to be as good. They don't have handmade lock boxes. Their links aren't inspected. Maybe the filing is off. And again, it's because they're pumping out numbers. The final one that you're going to look for is, of course, the turnaround time. How fast are they going to turn it around? And do they have any customer service to back it up? You need to make sure that those 3 things you value the most when you're going to make that purchase. So again, quality, price, and how fast they're turning that thing around, and do they have any customer service to back that up? Here at GusVillaJewelry, my shameless plug, I don't have the best prices. You're not going to find them here, but I also have the best quality Cubans in Miami. My turnaround time is 14 days, and I do have really good customer service because I answer the phone. And if anybody wants to verify that, you guys can call the store and ask for me, and they'll transfer you straight to me. You can talk to me directly. I do take my time with mine. I do small batch Cuban link chains. They're not these mass-produced pump numbers out there. I do charge a little bit more, but you're also getting the best from here. And of course, you can visit them at GusVillaJewelry.com for your next Cuban link order. That's a great question. That's why. Question number 5 and final questions comes from Sincerely J927. He wants to know, will you be expanding on your display of other items on your website soon? Yes, I will. That website is getting a complete revamp. It's going to have a different flow, and it will have a lot of the things that we are going to be restocked Once again, my store is coming within the next 60 days. Same thing with the website. There's a lot of changes that are coming with GusVillaJewelry. I'm going to be documenting that because I do want to be as transparent as possible. I want to bring you guys into that journey because at the end of the day, you are a part of this. So yes, there will be watches on the website, different style chains on the website. If you are in this city of Miami, you can stop by in downtown Miami. We can shake hands. We can take some pictures, chop it up, drink some Cuban coffee. It's going to be a good time. But the website is coming, and it's coming with a bunch of new stuff. Don't you worry. And there will be financing. And as always, if you're interested in a watch or a pendant or whatever it is that you got going on, you can still do that now. Just call me. Hit me up. More than happy to help you guys out. That about does it for another Q&A Fridays. Again, guys, comment down below if you guys have any questions, and I will see you guys in the next video. These are the size of my balls, and I'm gonna carry out of this too, so I'll catch you guys there, bye.